In this episode, I'm covering exactly what you need to do to get your first 100 paying membership members, even with a small audience. Whether you're new to the membership world and building out your very first membership, or you've had your membership a while, but you're still struggling to fill it, this episode is going to be for you. Let's get into it. Welcome to the $1 Million Memberships Podcast, where we help entrepreneurs like yourself start, grow, and scale multiple 6- and 7-figure online memberships with simple, step-by-step strategies that actually work.
Your life is about to get so good.
Let's dive in. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the $1 Million Memberships Podcast. I'm so stoked that you're here as always. And as a reminder, really quick before we get into the episode, if you are not yet registered for my 3-day live membership challenge coming up March 23rd, 24th, and 25th, pause this episode right now, head to the show notes, and go register for your ticket. You are going to be absolutely blown away by this challenge. You're going to be like, how the heck is this free? But this challenge is going to be an absolute game changer if you are someone right now who is struggling to sign membership members consistently. We're going to be making sure we figure out what your bottleneck is and what your real problem is, whether it is a visibility problem or whether people are coming into your membership, but then they're leaving just as fast, or if you have a combination. We're figuring out exactly what it is that you need to fix first. And then we are coming up with a customized sales growth plan specifically for your membership. So this is going to be completely personalized. It's not cookie cutter. We work really closely together over these 3 days, and you get to be part of a community of other membership founders doing the exact same thing, working on the same goals. It's just a vibe. Definitely encourage you, if you can make it, to pause this, go to the show notes and grab your ticket, and then come right back here and let's get into the episode. Okay, so like I said in the beginning of this episode, whether you are new to the membership world and you are just building out your very first membership for the first time and you need to figure out how to actually get paying members inside of this thing, or you've had your membership for a little while, but you're just struggling to fill it, haven't busted through that 100 member mark yet, your sales feel inconsistent, whatever else could be going on, you're just not there, this episode is going to be absolutely perfect. We're going to be covering exactly what you need to do in order to not only get your first 100 paying members, but also just to get members consistently and what you really need to be focusing on. So of course, we are going to be diving so much deeper into this in the challenge, but let's give a quick overview of what exactly you need to be doing. So first things first, step number 1 is you need to be getting visible. Even if you have a small audience right now, it is important that you are getting intentionally visible. This does not mean that you need to have an audience of 10,000 followers or 100,000 followers or whatever it might be. This just means that you need to intentionally build an audience and be doing it consistently. So you need to make sure that you are so crystal clear on who you help, what their urgent problem is, and what they want their life to look like. So what is that actual problem that they are struggling with right now? If you could go look at their Google history, or I guess their Claude or their Chat GPT, and look at what are the questions that they are asking. What are they actually struggling with right now? You want to know that. You want to know that urgent problem, and also what do they want their life to look like? It's really important that you understand this and that you are able, if I were to come up to you and ask you, hey, what does your ideal member really struggle with? And what does your ideal member really want for themselves? You should be able to list off right away in very simple, like kindergartner terms, exactly what it is they're struggling with, exactly what it is that they want. Because when you are going and building your visibility, building your audience, you don't want to be messing around. You want to make sure that you are hitting on that with every piece of content. Because again, remember, you want to be intentional. We're not just putting out content to put out content. We're putting out content that someone who is meant for your membership is going to come across. It's going to stop their scroll. They're going to read your caption or watch your video or whatever. And they're going to be like, boom, yes, this is exactly what I need. Okay, so really important that you get so crystal clear on that. Once you have that, the next piece is I would suggest that you pick one channel right now and go so hard. And you want to pick something that's going to be like a fast return, like Instagram or TikTok or YouTube Shorts, something like that. I recommend Instagram or TikTok for this kind of thing. A podcast, a YouTube channel, a Substack, like all those things are so good to have as long form, long nurture content, something where people can really get to know you and like be in your world, kind of like this podcast. But in order to like get people seeing you right away off of platforms into your world, you need to kind of have a way to like cast the fishing rod in the water and pull it back really quick and get them out of there. That is going to be something like Instagram, TikTok, those short form, fast platforms. Okay, so that is the first thing. Before we even talk about getting into sales, we need to just be getting really visible and we need to be going hard on one channel and growing our audience. Next thing you want to do is you want to look at your current warm audience. Do you have anyone in your current audience, in your bubble, who you can directly reach out to first, who you think would be a good fit for your membership? This could be maybe you came from a one-on-one background and you already have a client base with your one-on-ones. That could be them. It could just be your current audience. If you have been on social and have been creating content, that could be your current audience. The first thing you want to do is you really just want to be dipping where you already have trust, where people already know you, and you want to come up with a special limited time offer with an urgency window for them to join, whether that's right now or whether that's in 2 months down the road when your membership opens, whatever it may be. You just want to have a special offer for them and an urgency window. The urgency is really important because that's the tipping point of people actually joining your membership. If you don't have that, then people are just going to wait forever. So when I say urgency, I mean like having some sort of special bonus that's going to disappear, whether that is a free extra session with you or a free course or money off or whatever it might be. Something that is intriguing that is going to go away. So that is the first thing. Exhaust all of your leads first. Get everyone scooped up from your current audience, everyone from your network, everyone that you can think of, and try and do a personal outreach to get them in, whether that's actually messaging them or if you are sourcing from, say, your Instagram or TikTok audience or whatever, that could be a promo that you're running right there on your Instagram or on your email list or whatever else. Pre-sales, getting your warmest people off the fence now. The next thing you want to do is you want to go into what my favorite territory is. We are going to be diving so deep into this inside of the challenge. I dive so deep into this in $1 Million Memberships Club, which is my membership. We actually have a 30-day sprint and challenge coming up on this exact thing. But the next thing you want to do is you want to host strategic sales events, otherwise known in my world as incubator events. The idea of this is you want to, now that you have been growing your audience, you have been posting about your membership, and you have been creating really intentional content for your specific ideal member, is you want to then take all those people, scoop them off of Instagram or scoop them off of TikTok, and you want to bring them, invite them into a strategic sales event that sells your membership. This is some sort of live event where you are showing up, you are offering value, and the next obvious step is for them to go into your membership. This is great because it takes them off of Instagram and TikTok, off of that fast-paced, highly distractive platform, and it brings them into your world. Now, if you run these the right way, it's not even going to feel like selling. It's literally going to feel like you are bringing your just best people ever. You are vibing with them. You are helping them, you are solving problems for them, and your best people, like the people that you'd want anyways in your membership, they're just like, wow, I am not leaving this here. I am continuing on with her or him or whatever. It doesn't even feel like sales, and it's just the most magnetic, best way to sell your membership. Just like anything else, in order for this to actually work, you need to have urgency built in. It's not just okay, guys, join whenever. It's you have urgency, whether, again, that is bonus, dropping off, free course, cash off, whatever. This is what really makes the difference between someone who's just like really good at growing on social media and has all the visibility but can never get people, and someone who can do it all, who can actually fill their membership, whether they have a big audience or a small audience. I have members who have under 2,000 followers on their social media platforms and kill it with strategic sales events, who have 7-figure businesses. It doesn't matter as long as you are so intentional with your visibility, and then you can really bridge the gap with these strategic sales events. That is what you need to do. Again, if you are joining the challenge coming up March 23rd, we are getting so deep into this. You're going to know exactly what kind of strategic sales event to do, what you need to do inside, how to do it for your business, what's the best one for your membership business, all the things. We dive really deep into this. And as you can probably tell from this podcast, it is something you do not want to miss. Actually, you can't miss it. If you want to have a membership business, you can't miss it. It's an essential part of this business. Okay, moving on. Once you start getting people inside of your membership from doing this strategic sales event, now the next job is you want to make sure that you are making your community the best experience for your founding members. You want to make sure that you are making the community extremely, extremely sticky. I have a ton of other episodes on community building and building a sticky membership community. Almost all of the Q&A episodes have some sort of question to do with that because I feel like I get that question all the time. Also, another really good episode to listen to after this one, if you want to make sure that you know how to build a really sticky, engaged membership community, is episode number 28. It's called Building a Sticky Membership Community. Members want to stay in, practical tips and strategies to use ASAP. So definitely recommend you go check that out if you haven't listened to that episode yet. A really good one. But you just want to make sure that you are setting your members up for success. That, the problem, and you guys probably hear me talk about this all the freaking time, but if you have really good sales events, if you have really great visibility, you have really great sales events, but then your membership community is really lacking, then you're going to end up with that leaky bucket where people come in, but they're leaving just as fast. And yes, I know, especially in the beginning, like the first couple of years of your membership, it can be a lot to juggle where you're trying to do all of these things, but you're here. And hopefully this podcast can really just break down exactly what you need to do very simply for you so that you don't feel as overwhelmed. Also, if you're not inside $1 Million Memberships Club, we have an entire membership founders operating system, which basically gives you task by task what you need to be doing on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, on a quarterly basis as a membership founder, what tasks you need to be doing inside of your community, what you need to be posting, when you need to be doing surveys, like everything. We give it all. So definitely go check that out and come join us inside $1 Million Memberships Club if you are building a membership. It is the best community for membership founders. And as soon as you join us, you will actually see that membership founders manual. So it's pretty freaking great if you are overwhelmed trying to handle all these things. Find that link in the show notes, $1 Million Memberships Club. Now, once you are actually working inside of your community, you have your first founding members in there. The next thing you want to do is you just want to keep this really simple. I don't want to pile all these things of like the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. We just want to keep it simple. You literally just rinse and repeat this. You want to make sure that you are constantly working on your visibility. Once you get another good group of people or flood of people to your socials, or you've had some time to really nurture your audience even more, then you're going to do this again. You're going to work on your visibility. Then you're going to go back and do another sales event, and you're going to just perfect it every single time while you are doing this. So say you just had your sales event and now you have your first founding members inside of your community. And now you're like, okay, now it's back to visibility push. Now I am working on growing my audience so that I can really get another new set of people inside of my next sales event. While you're doing this, make sure that you are in your community, that you are sharing member wins, that you are sharing the vibe of your membership, that you are just making that a great place to be, but also sharing that with your audience and warming them up to the fact that, oh, that actually sounds amazing. I think I want to join that next time she opens or he opens. Once you've built that new wave of audience members, run another sales event. And this becomes your loop. It's visibility, sales event, really focusing on community growth. I do want to say you're always focusing on your community itself. This is not something that you kind of like go in phases with. You're always focusing on your community, but visibility, sales event, community growth, visibility, sales event, and it repeats and you just get better and better and better. Now, again, if you are joining the challenge, we are giving you so much good stuff when it comes to strategic sales events. And actually, if you're joining $1 Million Memberships Club too, and you're somebody who really needs visibility, like maybe you have a great membership or you know what you've got is good, but you just have trouble actually getting in front of people. You're like, yes, I'm raising my hand to the I need more audience people. I need people to actually see my membership. I don't have many followers, and I think that's my problem. I'm just not visible. When you join $1 Million Memberships Club, we have a 30-day visibility challenge, which if you are following it to a T, gets you a minimum of 1,000 new followers on whichever platform you pick. So whether it's Instagram or TikTok, 1,000 new followers. And I say that as a minimum. Every time I follow it exactly. It's actually really easy to schedule. I do it just in the mornings. It's something that just does not take very long at all. I do it in the mornings when I'm doing this because I do my own challenges. Like I have a membership. I'm doing this business too. I literally do our own challenges inside $1 Million Memberships Club. They're the best. But when I am in a visibility push and I do this challenge, my average is a minimum of 3,000 every month. So every time I do the visibility challenge, I expect myself to get at least 3,000 new followers every time. So if that is you and you join $1 Million Memberships Club, first off, grab the Membership Founders Manual where you actually get all of your tasks and you know exactly what you need to do on a day-to-day, week-to-week basis. And then get yourself in the visibility challenge. You can just simply go into our challenges section, join it, follow it. It's super easy to follow, and then just stay committed to it and big things happen. It's a good one. All right, everyone, that is it for this episode. I will see you next week. And also we start officially, if you're listening to this in real time, we are starting the Fill Your Membership Challenge in 1 week. So if you don't have your ticket, go grab your ticket. And other than that, I will see you here next week. I will see you in the challenge next week. I love you. I appreciate you. Bye.